what were some of the things that you learned, like your experiences abroad, and were you able to bring anything back into like how you moved within the US?
I think so. I mean, one of the things that was very clear to me was the level of privilege inherent in just being an American. You know, just like the birth lottery of like landing in the United States makes a humongous difference in people's ability to have access to resources, access to the high quality, public education, healthcare, whatever it is. We take a lot of stuff for granted here that people like when I was in Thailand and Philippines and Iraq and stuff like that, they didn't have that stuff, man.
Right.
It was crazy. It was crazy the level of grind that people had just making things work from nothing basically.
Hmm.
And I had such a deep respect for that, just seeing how much we live in excess in America, and people in other less wealthy nations are still making things happen.
Yeah.
And it really gave me a sense of I guess hustle too, like, man, if they're doing this with that, we could definitely make something happen over here with these resources and stuff, so I kind of like enjoy finding ways to scrape money together and scrape resources together and stuff to make these programs happen. Like the Schweitzer project that we did, we made that happen, on it for 2 to 3 years on like a $2,000 budget, man. It wasn't like we were balling out on some crazy big grant or something. So I feel like with a little bit of creativity,
Hmm.
you can do some pretty cool things. And I think that a lot of that I got from my experiences overseas, my experiences working in low income neighborhoods when I was doing my public health work. Just like trying to find ways to make a little bit out of nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And the Marine Corps kind of says that. We have a saying like that too, because we're kind of like the least funded military branch out of all the military. The Air Force and the Army, they got big money,
Okay.
and then the Marine Corps is like the younger sibling of the Navy. So the Department of Navy gets their funding, and then they like kind of hand us down like their old clothes and their old vehicles and stuff like that. So the Marines say, we've been doing so much with so little for so long that now we can
Hmm.
practically do anything with nothing. That's the saying, and I think that little scrappiness and being able to squeeze a little bit of a drop out of every little thing that you pick up, it helps, man, with doing this type of work.
Nice. Hmm.